Welcome back to our weekly market wrap-up. Domestic equity benchmarks ended moderately lower this week amid profit booking and global uncertainties. So, stay tuned, and by the end of this video, we'll unpack the key drivers behind these movements and what lies ahead. This week, Sensex fell by 0.3% and Nifty 50 dropped by 0.4%. The mid-cap index rose 0.6%, while the small-cap gained 1.7%. These mixed moves reflect cautious investor sentiment amid global concerns and selective buying in broader markets. Let's take a look at this week's key economic updates. India received a record 2.68 lakh crore surplus from the RBI for FY25, 27% higher than last year, helping meet the fiscal deficit target of 4.4%. India overtook Japan to become the world's fourth largest economy and is expected to surpass Germany soon, according to NITI Aayog. Industrial output growth slowed to 2.7% in April. Manufacturing rose 3.4%, electricity 1.1%, while mining dipped 0.2%. FDI fell 24.5%, YoY to $9.3 billion in Jan-Mar FY25 through full-year inflows rose 13% to $50 billion. India's GDP grew 7.4% in Q4 FY25, bringing full-year growth to 6.5%. Globally, French inflation eased to 0.6% in May and German consumer sentiment improved. Import prices in Germany fell 0.4%. UK food inflation rose to 2.8%. China's industrial profits grew 3%. Japan's core inflation rose to 3.6%. Australia's inflation stayed at 2.4%, but retail sales dropped 0.1%. New Zealand cut rates to 3.25%. In the US, a court initially ruled Trump's tariffs exceeded authority, but later reinstated them pending appeal. Among this week's top gainers, Trent surged 3.8% after being included in the BSE Sensex, replacing Nestlé and IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank rose 2.9% on bargain buying, as SEBI's action was against individuals and not the bank. SBI gained 2.7%, backed by a strong earnings outlook and optimism in infrastructure-led growth. On the downside, the top losers were Ultratech Cement fell 4.5% due to concerns over its diversification into wires and cables. Grasim declined 4.2% due to weak technicals, despite a strong Q4. ITC dropped 4.1% after investor sentiment was hurt by British American Tobacco, reportedly offloading its stake via a block deal. Onyx Renewable Limited has launched a massive 1,959 MW solar power project under MSKVY 2.0 in Maharashtra. Oyo is preparing for its third IPO attempt, targeting a $5.7 billion valuation. Hero FinCorp has received SEBI approval to launch a 3,668 crore IPO. HDB Financial Services, a subsidiary of HDFC Bank, is also nearing SEBI nod for a $1.5 billion IPO. Other high-interest unlisted companies include MSCI, NSE, Apollo Green Energy, Farmeasy, CSK, NSDL, and Tata Capital. That wraps up this week's market highlights. Here's what to watch in the week ahead. Indian markets begin June on a cautious note, weighed down by global uncertainties like US tariff tensions and bond yield volatility. However, strong domestic fundamentals and rising FPI inflows, 19,842 crore in May, continue to support market sentiment. The RBI's interest rate decision on Friday, the 6th of June, will be closely watched. The repo rate currently stands at 6% after a 25 bps cut in April. Globally, key economic releases include US ISM manufacturing PMI on the 2nd of June, China's Caixin manufacturing PMI, and Euro area inflation flash on the 3rd of June, US JOLTS, and ISM services PMI on 3, the 4th of June ECB rate decision on the 5th of June, US non-farm payrolls on the 6th of June. These events could steer market sentiment amid lingering inflation and trade worries. That's all for today. Stay connected with Tikona Capital for more insights and wealth-building opportunities from the themes of the decade. Explore more on tikonacapital.smallcase.com to know more. Don't forget to like, comment and share. See you next week.